Well, let's do like quick summary because I'm just gonna post a summary separately from the game video. So, tell me what you think about the game, Kuba.
It's really nice. I like it. It gives you a lot of options to customize your team, right? You can go for debuffs, like you saw with the Mummy, right? Mummy has like extra damage and extra stress against enemies that have little luck, right? And there were like several items that reduce enemies' luck and such. So that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, there are like so many combos in the game. That's kind of, I think, sets it apart from a lot of BDS games that are out there. It's super well thought out, isn't it? Yeah. There's like there are a lot of complexities in it, like a lot of combos you can pull off. You can just play characters in multiple roles, and I think strategically it's a bit deeper of a system than DD has because it just has a lot more choices available for the player. And also, like, the fact is that, the damage you take is kind of permanent-ish. So you have to, like, use several teams at the same time. That's the same case in the DD, though.
And with the stress.
Yeah. Next thing is the map is always randomly generated. So every single time you start a game, you just get, a completely different experience. Though, I guess there could be more variety on the map. Actually, there are not so many choices, per se. Maybe it kind of changes over the course of going into the next stage. Just see, maybe this changes.
And we get a fight instantly, no?
No. So, here's a different dungeon, and there don't seem to be too many new things. Okay, there is a quest here.
We should probably pick them up.
Participation of Eurypylus himself or the current battle group. That's pretty good. So you have some new stuff, actually. See, this is new as well. The altar wasn't there before, I think. So overall, this is a weird battle as well. So you have new enemies on the next levels, and those fights really get more difficult. There are elite squads. They're probably more frequent as well. Just it's very neatly done of a game, right? So I just have to say it. Like in terms of complexity, I think it kind of beats Darkest Dungeon a little bit. What did you want to say now? Go ahead.
Also, we can go full greed.
Yeah,
I really like going full greed.
So you have a tech tree that's not present in DD, where you just kind of have to, you have to choose to develop several talents. You have like a choice between destruction, magic, and alchemy. So like a lot of cool stuff that happens. I can interact with the game as a necromancer, like this kind of overshadowing character that takes part in the fights by casting spells, doing the movements, and it's quite interesting as well. This is pretty nice. All those ability trees are quite deep. They offer a lot of choices. And I guess like in those higher difficulties that you're going to be playing in the end later. Right, those choices would probably have been too greedy, I suppose. Right, so we just
definitely. But
we just went full greed. We're gonna reap the rewards of this, but probably in the regular game this might be too much of greed really to win.
Yeah.
Now there are quite a few nice systems here, like creating the minions out of parts, and those parts being of various rarities, which means that you can like get those super powerful minions later on if you get like the right parts. You can equip your minions with items as well, so there's very nice. You have like a lot of customization that you can do. Like you can use different parts. You can replace those parts, by the way. Like literally, you have like a character here that uses the dust, so you can just use the dust at high quality, make this character stronger. Right, that's kind of cool. So that's pretty nice. I'm not gonna do it right now, obviously. But you can do a lot of things here. You have 2 items per monster, which is also cool, and those choices are permanent. So once you equip an item, you cannot unequip it. That's also pretty fine. I think it kind of makes some choices like critical. Alchemy system, you can create items, you can get some mana back, you can convert parts into items if you have like a lot of spare parts and you want to like kind of get this immediate power, which we didn't do by the way in the end. We can do this anyway, we can just get some immediate power by just mixing things. The higher quality of those components, the better stuff you get. You can also just heal your characters, right? So you can just transform parts or brains or items into vigor. So there's like a lot of complexity in this game overall. It's overall like very, very solid in terms of the system. What else do we have here? Yeah, you can customize your necromancer. You have items for it feels like a bit like the Heroes games really. So you have like items on the hero that basically influence the rest of the team.
Yeah, what I think about the item system, there should be like a small window here that you can interact with, like select preset 1, preset 2, preset 3. So when you swap team comps, like from stress to straight up damage, or from physical damage to magic damage, you can just pick them. But,
it's kind of strange that not so many games have the presets. Like DD doesn't have the presets either, does it?
It doesn't.
So it's kind of the same deal with DD, where it just misses a lot of those features.
It would be just nice to
It would be just a quality of life, right? That's the thing. Also, once you upgrade your heroes, you can also upgrade their abilities. That's pretty neat of a feature, right? So you get like whatever characters you see here, you can just upgrade, choose between one or the other, and those choices are pretty significant. And yeah, that's very nice overall. That's very nice. You can add stats. And you have like a lot of customization available too, basically.
Yeah.
And the fights are quite diverse as well, so I really like it. Overall, I feel like the only major gripe I have with this game, like there are two issues. First of all, the graphics of your enemies, kind of bad. I feel like that's like I don't like all of them anyway. Like some of them are okay, some of those enemies looked quite decent, but a lot of I think the stylistic layer, the artistic layer of the game doesn't appeal to me that much.
Okay, so when we started the game, we saw our first enemies. It was like,
yeah, like okay. When I was looking at the game at the store, actually I was thinking, okay, I'm not gonna buy it because it looks like shit. But actually, when you play it, you enjoy. Like even though the graphics aren't the best, it just makes up for a lot of this stuff by just being a good game, which it definitely is. It's definitely a very good game.
It is.
It is a good game. So what else do we have here? I had like one more thing I wanted to say. So just say something what I think about this.
I don't know what to say else.
You have a city, by the way. You have a city. Yeah. You have a lot of cool things here, like you can put your monsters every fight into those different buildings, which allow you to develop them a bit further, specialize them a little bit. You have some cool things you can invest in. You have some economy that you can build up as well. So you get a ton of complexities and choices. Overall, I would say this is a very, very solid, convincing product. Oh, downsides of the game. Downside number two, you can't pick the difficulty at the start. It's very frustrating because I feel like this is not challenging enough for us.
No, it's
like we're obviously like two very experienced RPG game players, and we also played like hours of Darkest Dungeon. And I think this could have been way more interesting for us if we had the choice to choose like the highest difficulty and just get smashed from the get-go.
Just a little bit higher.
Yeah, like I don't understand the reason to be gating the difficulty by the hours or like the amount of playthroughs, the number of playthroughs for a given player. I think we should just be able to just choose this because there's like a conscious choice. It's okay for the game to tell you, dude, this is gonna be super hard. You're probably gonna lose this if you don't have any experience. I think that's okay for the game to do this. It's not okay for the game to just not give you the choice though. So that's I think that's the biggest downfall of the game. Seriously, graphics, I can live with this. Overall, this looks very Heroes-like. By the way, this looks Heroes-inspired.
It is Heroes-inspired.
It's definitely like the right Necropolis, Heroes City, Heroes of Might and Magic City. Right? It kind of looks like that. But anyway, like graphics are okay. The issue is seriously the fact that I couldn't choose the difficulty. That's the biggest, very, very big issue I have with this game. And it's the only one really.
I feel like unlocking just the second difficulty at the start would be okay. And when you complete the second difficulty, the third and the fourth would be unlocked.
Or no, just unlock everything and tell the player, you're doing this at your own fucking risks. It's okay. If you take the risk, well, you're also probably gonna die. Like if you enjoy that sort of stuff, go for it. And I think that would be fair.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I would say. But overall, very, very freaking solid game. I'm surprised. I didn't expect this much of it. Right, it looked kind of sketchy on the Steam page. I think it's like this game is worth checking out, guys.
Definitely, it is.
Definitely, we had a ton of fun with it.
Yeah.
Right. So this being said, guys, if you did enjoy watching the video, remember to
like and
subscribe and comment. Right, and that's gonna be it from us today. By the way, you can buy the game using my ref link, which is in the description of the video on YouTube. So just go scroll down.
Okay, I would sell out too, honestly.
It's not a sellout, come on.
No, it's not.
So, I think you guys will like the game. It's definitely worth trying. It was not sponsored, by the way. I just got the game for free, but I wasn't paid to do this. So, we legitimately freaking enjoyed the game.
Yeah.
Seriously, it was very, very solid. Out of all the games I kind of have been playing for the past few weeks, this was, other than the Darkest Dungeon, this was the most enjoyable, I think.
Yeah.
Dungeons 3 are also pretty cool, though. So, guys, yeah, thank you. See you around. I hope you enjoyed the stream as much as we did streaming for you, and see you in the next episodes of probably Darkest Dungeons. Or we'll probably come back to this game as well. Yeah. That's definitely worth coming back from. I'm very curious what the next part of the dungeon kind of holds for us.
Yeah, definitely. See ya, guys.
Bye bye.